Yo, I am HyphenX, and welcome to the Great Conversation Podcast, where we indulge in healthy dialogue about topics that are important in today's society and culture. Welcome to our live podcast, man. Um, Doing a continuation, guys, of our challenges of Black unity panel, and I thought it would be a good idea to bring on each panelist separately and just kind of give them an opportunity to speak. If you are watching this live, go ahead and share this live. Go ahead and share this live. And if you are watching this live, go ahead and drop a 1 in the comment section for me. If you listen to this on the playback, go ahead and drop a 2 for me, okay? Now, I am doing something a little out of the ordinary today, guys. I will be eating some delicious, creamy, cheesy T&C cooking creations. Gourmet 7 cheese mac and cheese. Go get it. It's at Woodman's. What's going on, Deja? Everybody go ahead. Come on in. Now, got some pineapples over here. Got a little lemonade. Just chilling out. Now, we have today one of the panelists that was on our challenges of Black unity here in Rockford, Illinois. She is the CEO of Catered Memories. I have Tantasia. Gonna go ahead and bring her on. Boom.
I don't know if I can't hear nothing.
You can wait. Can you hear me?
I can't hear nothing.
Oh man. Okay. So what we're gonna do is.
Oh, this is so frustrating. Hold on. Let me see. Cam, mic, audio, default. What does that mean? Speakerphone.
And I promise y'all, man. I promise y'all. Right before all this,
let me see.
We talk backstage and everything.
I can't hear nothing. I can't hear nothing. Oh my gosh. This sucks.
So I'm gonna remove her from the stream. Hold on. I'm gonna have her come back. I'm gonna kick her out. All right. So, what's going on, Melissa? If you're watching right now, Fantasia, we're just having a little technical difficulties. Go ahead and log back in. Click on the link again. Come back in. We'll get you in here, okay? So we're talking about the challenges of Black unity here in Rockford, Illinois. And if you really caught that episode live, it was a real treat. It was a real treat. Now, I thought, like I said, it'd be a good idea to have the panelists come back on one by one and come on and talk about the things that they heard or the things that they said or some things that they wanted to elaborate on. Because in any type of unity or any type of structure, there has to be communication. You know what I'm saying? Even if that communication is the communication of don't communicate with me. So I think that's very important. We had things that were said, like I remember a lot. It was really heated. It was like a line was drawn in the sand, and maybe that's what it does have to be, some type of line that's being drawn in the sand. If my producer can go ahead and inbox Miss Irving here about logging back in, that would be greatly appreciated because we are live. We are live, baby. Here we go. Okay, here we go.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. My bad.
Are you good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you well.
All right, bet. So first of all, how you doing? Thank you for coming on the show.
My
Appreciate you.
pleasure. I'm doing well.
So, what was your take on the panel discussion?
Oh, first off, it was an awesome topic. I think everybody definitely had strong opinions. Um, it still was no common ground though. That's what I thought about it.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that. It was no common ground, and I think that's what be the issue
Yeah.
because even when you brought up the analogy about the kid that was starving, everybody's mission should be to feed that child. But then somebody will say, "Well, what do we feed that child? Do we feed them junk food? Do we give them hot Cheetos? Do I want to make they should eat? They should be vegan. You know what I'm saying? Like, like there'll always be some type of issue. My whole goal is to have people be able to sit down at a table, have discourse, and you know how they have the term to agree to disagree. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Yeah. I can disagree with you and still understand where you're coming from.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I just listened to your your line of reason. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I can see how you could have thought that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I could definitely see this. Now, one of the things that I remember that you brought up was the whole not really being there for each other economically, like supporting black-owned businesses. I want you to elaborate a little bit more on that.
Well, I've experienced it. So, okay. I'm not saying that people do not support black businesses. I want to get that straight first. What I am saying though is a lot of times people have it's almost like a popularity contest, if that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So it's like if you're not out here, you know what I'm saying, everybody just knows who you are or whatever the case may be, then you're kind of like almost like you're shunned.
But wouldn't that be? But okay, but isn't that like putting like when you say people are out here? Are you mean like out here promoting their business, things of that nature? Like what are you saying?
I'm saying okay. So I definitely try to, if I haven't helped, then it's some way I can help. You know what I'm saying? Like promote people business. If I don't buy anything from you, then it's a like, it's a share, it's a comment, it's a, things of that nature. I just feel like people getting their little clicks, and they just do who they feel is like popular, if that makes sense.
No, I hear what you're saying. I challenge this all the time
Yeah, and
because
that's fine.
in the business world,
Mm-hmm.
it is about competing.
It
is
is.
about who has the superior product or customer service.
Oh,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? It is who has the better advertising. It is about who's more popular. But I also agree that there's room and enough for everyone to have some.
Of
You know what I'm
course.
saying? Like I see McDonald's, Burger King, right there on East State. You got McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. They all sell chicken sandwiches. They all sell burgers. They all sell some form of shake. They all sell pops. They all sell fries. Everybody does their thing, and they're not even in direct competition with each other. It's almost up to what the consumer feels like. You know what I'm saying? That day. So why do you think that it's so cliquish? Let's talk about that. Why do you think it's so cliquish? Just let's talk about here in Rockford. Why do
Okay.
you think it's so cliquish here in Rockford when it comes to showing support?
That, I mean, the people who have to answer that is the people that send clicks to me. I mean, my thing is, everyone trying to help everyone. And of course, everyone's not going to agree with everyone's product. But you'll see a lot of people downing other people's product or whatever they're doing. I've been through that. It'll take one person, two people to say something negative and it goes straight left. So it's, to me, I have seen where it's like little clicks. Now, of course, it's definitely competition. It's supposed to be. It's a business. It's 20 different loaves of bread. Everybody's not going to like the same bread. I get that. You know what I'm saying? That definitely makes sense to me. But me, I just feel personally it's clicks, and I've seen it. So That's just
Yeah,
me, though.
you've had this is you said this is your second business. You
Yes,
had a
it
different
is.
before, and you
Hmm.
said that maybe one of the driving forces behind that business not being lack of a better term successful, that would you say was the support of your community?
That I wouldn't say that was the full. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna never say that was the full thing of it, but is it definitely part of it. Definitely part of it. Definitely. Yeah. You know, like I said, everybody's not gonna like the same thing. I get that. You know, it is what it is. Everybody's not gonna like the same thing. It definitely, for me, to me, is clicked. You know, a person don't like somebody that's in the business. Oh, we're not supporting them. You know, it'd be childish.
Yeah, so it do be
Ignorant.
like that.
I
Okay,
think.
so like right here in Rockford, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right here in Rockford. I can't really talk about how it is in other cities because I didn't grow up there. I don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I know here in Rockford, we do become very cliquish or territorial. You know what I'm saying? I only support my friend. My friend makes plates. I only eat there. You know what I'm saying? But you will support you may have Wendy's, you may have Subway one day, you may go to J&K Nippons another day. You know what I'm saying? You may go to Shogun. But
Definitely.
when it comes to black businesses, we limit where our dollar goes. Because I do believe that we do hold black businesses to a higher standard than we
Definitely.
do I hate to say it like this, but traditional business. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
definitely. That I totally agree with. You know, I don't believe in bashing black businesses at all. I don't. You know, one of the topics that I had on my Facebook, it was a little bit ago, is where people were like, black business owners are rude. You know, they don't have good customer service. You know, things of that nature. And I'm like, okay, if you want to shop at other places, just say that and just do that. But every black person that owns a business is not rude. They're not nasty. They know how to be on time. They're professional. I've met them, and I'm one of them. So,
Right.
so at the end of the day, I would never bash them, and that's something we do in Rockford. I've seen that too. You know, or one black business, piss you off, all of them piss you off. You know what I'm saying? So I don't agree with just bashing them. Not at all. Now, if you go into Walmart or what have you, it should be the same respect. You know, of course, customer service. The person, I don't care if it's Walmart, Target, or a black business. If you don't come with good customer service, I'm going to leave you alone.
Yeah.
You
Like
know, that's
I
how it
don't
should be.
yeah, that's exactly how it should be. Like if you don't have a good experience anywhere, you shouldn't want to shop there. You got to be
Not at all.
conscious of where you spend your money. Like I do understand like bad customer service, but I do not agree with classifying all business like, oh, this I had this one bit bad experience with this business, so now it's all businesses. And then I also heard that maybe black business owners should not operate their businesses as black businesses. They should just operate them as businesses.
You talking about like where they put like black owned?
No, like where they don't their main demographic isn't black people. Like I always say this, and I don't want to cause any issue, but I always say this in like conversations with people. That's kind of how 15th and Chris is. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? He is a black business, but he doesn't operate as a black business. He operates as a business.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he
Yeah.
just so
Yeah.
happened to be owned by a black man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He's not a black business. Because sometimes a lot of us who have a passion for unity and community and everything, and then we try to transfer that same energy over to capitalism, trying to capitalize and make money off of it, we become
Mm.
disappointed in that because it's kind of contrary to how we really feel. But damn it, we got to make a living too. You know what I'm saying?
Survival mode.
Yeah.
Survival mode. You know, I don't. You know, I literally got asked this question. When I first started Cater Memories, I was passing out flyers downtown, and I'm passing out my flyers. I'm telling them what I do, and one guy who happens to have a partner, asked me, well, how do you feel about, you know, me having a partner? And I kind of just looked at him for a long time. I'm like, sir, if you got an alien, I would serve him slime. I do not care. That doesn't bother me. I'm just a business. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was, as if he was like asking me, like, well, do you, basically, in so many words, do you do only black people? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, like, I wouldn't come up to you with my flowers if that was the case. My business is a business. I don't care what color it, who comes, you know. I have to survive and doing something, making money here. You know what I'm saying? So I've been asked questions like that because, you know, the strong black owned business. So I understand what you're saying. I have been asked that. And I'm like, no, like, you know.
Like I'm a business. Like I can't.
Yeah, like I'm just a business. You can be purple, yellow, black, green, clear. It don't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't bother me. But I have been asked. And it's kind of weird, but I have been asked that.
Do you think it's easier for black people to unify under the notion of economics and business opposed to social justice because of the individual prosperity inside of a capitalistic system?
DC. Now, I just said this in your last podcast. Now, break this down to me what you're saying. I'm regular folk. I promise you I
am. Like, I was just talking about it like, that's not even a scripted question. I guess what I'm trying to say is, do you think it's easier, like, do you think it's easier for black people to try to come together under the flag of business and economics, because there's individual, it's easier for individual benchmarks. You know what I'm saying? I can go from this tax bracket to this tax bracket if I just work hard and I work on my business and I thrive economically. You know what I'm saying?
Do I think it's easier?
Than black people coming together for social injustice.
Nah, economical for me that seems harder. Social is something that everybody has in common. You know, something that we can all relate to. Economic would be harder to me. That's my opinion.
Well, that's your opinion.
About nobody else. Yeah, I think it would be harder. Socially, to me, you know, even if everybody don't agree how this is supposed to go as far as social injustice, I mean, we both black, you know what I'm saying? So we can relate to that. But economically, that's a little harder.
I find it the total opposite way here in Rockford. Like here in Rockford, I believe it's easier for blacks to come together to get the bag, if you will, than to come together to hold people in office accountable. Like for example, right? Let's just bring the cat out the bag. So like for example, Color Red has become the first black female police chief, right?
Yeah, I heard. Yep.
And everyone will applaud that. You know what I'm saying? Everyone will go ahead and applaud that. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Congratulations, sister. It's about time. This, that, and the other. But when we look at the actions, you know what I'm saying, or the things that just happened within the last 2 to 3 years, you know what I'm saying? Like, when is being black enough? Is it just like is it enough? Is it enough just to be black to be the first at something? Is that enough to just be black then? Like it's okay that's enough to be black? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I don't know. Personally, you're gonna have half and half on that. Because you're gonna have where a person's like, oh, she's where basically the enemy lines is. And the other people is like, okay, well, she's in the justice system where she can help us out. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be half and half. Because you're gonna look at that. Yeah, I feel that way.
Like I'll be like, you've been in the justice system. What have you done to help?
Okay, like, see, there you go.
Like right now, for black leaders in Rockford, I'm asking for motherfucking receipts. Bring me your receipts. What have you done? I don't want to hear about what things have you accomplished for Black people, because I think it's just like we'll gather around Black people for them to be voted in. You know what I'm saying? But then once they get voted in, I'm asking, okay, now what are you doing for Black people? It's just like Obama. You know what
That's
I'm
a
saying?
good
We
question.
voted Obama in, then what did Obama do for Black people? We got Calvin Rhodes here. He says there is no social justice freedom without economics. And I believe that. That's why I asked the question when people in the okay, Martin Luther King, the civil rights movement was funded by the middle class, Black middle class.
Yes.
So my question is that what is the Black middle class doing for the furtherment of Black liberation? Or are we complacent in being inside of a white systematic system, racist system, and trying to thrive in that?
See, I believe her name's Ivy, who was on the panel.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So one thing that really caught my ear that she said was basically we're too comfortable. I agree with that. I definitely do. I definitely agree. So what you're saying, I definitely agree with you, DC. That it's complacency, is where everybody is comfortable. You know what I'm saying? It's not no more. It's almost like, okay, so somebody gets shot that's Black, that's, you know what I'm saying, that's not doing anything by an officer. Okay, a couple of months maybe, and then it stops. They comfortable. They ain't said what they had to say or what have you. Yeah, I think that's definitely a problem with us. I can agree with that.
It's like,
oh yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
Okay, it's like take Tyrus Jones for example, right? Tyrus Jones was shot. He was shot running away from the police without a weapon, right?
Yep.
We're not saying in no way are we saying that he should not have been apprehended. What we're saying is he shouldn't have been shot at. He shouldn't. I'm sorry, not shot at. He shouldn't have been shot.
Oh, definitely. If you can take white folks out of churches where they shot everyone and take them to Burger King, then you can do that to someone who's running from you without a weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 100%.
Oh yeah.
I agree with that 100%.
You have seen it. A mass murder, a school shooting. They ain't sat there and shot up all the kids in the school. And they took them out just as calmly and peacefully. Asked them if they need McDonald's or Pizza Hut, what's their favorite. But a Black person who don't have no weapon, running, scared. Don Carter Lanes. Oh wow, that
let's go
situation.
Don Carter Lane.
Woo!
Don Carter Lane, a mass murderer.
Yes.
Was taken into custody without incident. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he should have been gunned down. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying let's just look at the facts. If you guys are leaving comments on, I believe, my page, I'm not able to see those for some reason. I don't know. If my producer if she sees anything that's of any relevance, just go ahead and copy it and paste it under your name so I can go ahead and address those questions. I want to address everything live. We are live. Now, Calvin Rhodes says that, let's see here. Boom. We have to establish businesses to employ the people that the president employs. It's not. I agree with that.
I definitely do. Because they do it. All other races do it. They sure do.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I agree with Calvin said that. Yes, very much so.
I don't have an issue with that. I'm talking about the mindset. Back in the day, and the Black middle class, Black business owners should not have to hide where they stand at socially or politically. Just like the white business owner doesn't have to hide where he stands.
No, they don't. They don't.
That shouldn't happen.
I definitely agree with that.
Okay,
what we got hot for?
Look, that's about to get hot in here. Calvin says that it's a must that we police our own communities. What does that look like?
See, I was just talking about that on your show when we was talking about the shy. If you ever watch The Chi, if anybody ever watched The Chi, remember they started policing their own community, and the mayor basically defunded the police because of the killings and the just doing extra shit that they didn't need to do. And I actually liked it. I actually liked how that went, where they were a community. See, every time somebody talks about that, like it kind of excites me because I seen it and I actually liked how it looked. They basically had a community where people would come out to people that have problems, unless it's like, something like the ambulance or something like that. But they would try to talk them down, cool them off, or what have you. I mean, they had one casualty in the show. Of course, this is a show, though. You know what I'm saying? So It could go totally different in reality. But just the thought process of it, I don't see it being a bad idea. Honestly, you have all these black bouncers, you know what I'm saying? Black people that were detectives or police officers and not no more from the military, black military, it's all that. Yes, like I think that would be a good idea. No lie.
She says that that's how gangs started.
Not gangs though. No, I mean, let's talk about the Black Panthers though.
Yeah, let's talk about them.
I mean, personally, what do you think about? I want to see your take first, and I'm gonna tell you my take.
What do we do with criminals? What do we do with them? What do we do with them?
Okay, that's a good question. Now, the thing about it is, do we have our own jails though?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
we don't have our own jails. Let's be honest, we don't have our own jails. That's something that has to be looked into.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, I'm all for dismantling the system. What I don't want to see happen is after you dismantle the system, you rebuild the same system. You know, because
creatures of habit, basically.
Yeah, because in the fight towards liberation, we have to make sure that we don't become the oppressors. You know what I'm saying? Or in society, or is it that in society somebody must be oppressed? I don't know.
That's a loaded question.
That I know, right?
That's a loaded question. That can go so many ways.
Let me see. So y'all know what time it is. We have about the 30-minute mark. Well, I'm about to go ahead and I think I'm gonna drop that link. Hold on. I think we're gonna. You mind if we drop the link and see if anybody want to come on?
That's fine.
Oh, let's see.
I am with that.
How do you paste it in here? All right, I'm gonna drop it in a second, y'all. You know, that's how I'll be showing my age acting like this. Let me see.
Did you got all the fancy computer equipment?
Oh, man. Okay, so there, copied it. My man said we must purge crime. Hold on, man. My man.
Lord have mercy. Who just said purge? Who just? I can't see none of these. I can't see no comments.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna show you in 1 second. My man just dropped good words.
Lord.
All right, guys. So I went ahead and I dropped that link. So if you guys want to come on live with us, go ahead and click that link. It'll bring you in studio here, and I'll bring you on. Let's see what my man said here. Boom. He said, we must purge crime out of our community. If Pee Wee did a crime, we bring him to the police. Don't come in our community and get Pee Wee and Junebug because Humbug ain't did nothing but look like Pee Wee. Right. Okay. So that goes into the whole. That goes against a different philosophy that's been taught and went hard for a very long time. It went from don't be a snitch. It went from don't be a rat to don't be a snitch. You know what I'm saying? So it's turning in Pee Wee. Is that snitching? Would that be considered snitching?
I mean, by the code, it would. by people's code who really live by that lifestyle, that definitely will be considered snitching.
Oh,
Now,
that
how
might
they
be.
gonna handle that? That's see, it could go so many ways. It goes so many ways.
But these are the conversations that need to be had if we're really
Oh,
talking about.
definitely.
No,
I
no, real
agree.
talk. Like if we're talking about Black liberation, like we have to be able to build some type of structure where, or some type of checks and balances where, systems can be checked. You know what I'm saying? People can be held accountable.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, things of that nature. Because I think that's our here in Rockford. That's one of the biggest things.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of people. Let's just be honest. A lot of organizations get a lot of money from the city in grants, as they should,
Oh yeah.
as they should. But that should not be hush money.
Uh,
It shouldn't be hush money
it
because
should.
you are entitled to that money.
Nobody knows. People don't even know it's there. People don't even know.
I'm all for us getting all the resources and everything. Like I'm for that. Getting all the resources, everything that's owed to us. I just don't like it that once we get these things, then we turn our nose up towards the very same people that we was at first so on fire about.
You know, that right there. Oh God, I hate that. Me personally, if I have information about anything that can build people, or especially Black people particularly, I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna contact. Hey, listen, this is what I'm doing. I found out about this. I'm like turning my nose up at people. I'm a true believer that God give it, God take it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So humble yourself. My granny always said that, humble yourself. So people are afraid to pass on knowledge, so nobody won't get bigger than them
Oh
or
man.
better.
That's back here what Melissa said. Melissa said that.
That's
She
sad.
She said everybody wants to be on top of the main one, but that's not helping. With ours wants is to build and us being a part of the change needed. Yeah.
It's not, and I agree with Melissa. Definitely not. I never understood that. Like, what you like? Oh, thank you so much. Like, yes, it don't. I really don't even need a thank you. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to build anybody. I'm not keeping no information. What I'm keeping for?
Yeah, real talk. Guys, there's
What
the
I'm keeping
link
it
right
for?
there. I'll put it up on the screen. If anybody wants to come on, or please leave your comments down here. What are, like, here in Rockford, we're talking about the challenges of Black unity. You know what I'm saying? And you have to have these open dialogues so that the issues can be on the table. You know what I'm saying? Got to have the issues on the table. Let's see what Camo said. Camo said, Pee Wee is being a destructive entity in our community. He must go until he is ready to be a productive to the community. Yeah, I agree with that too.
Okay, yes, definitely.
I agree with that too.
They always say what they say: free my so, and he and slap grandmas, punch babies,
Yeah.
rob banks, rob people's houses. They say free them for what? Why are we freeing this person?
Right, for what purpose?
But what we freeing them for? So you can see them do the same thing? Like, what we doing?
I think Black people have done a good job with dressing up evil.
Speak on it. No lie.
Have
No
done
lie.
a very,
Now you said it. I may have been thinking it, but you said it. And no lie. That's true. For real. No lie. Oh, definitely.
We got a lot of skeletons in our own closets.
Ooh.
Talk about like how molestation is big in the Black community.
Ooh, and it's a secret.
Yeah,
it's a secret.
But it's a known secret.
Oh yeah, whatever goes on in my house stays in my house. I'm so glad I didn't have that mentality. with my mom and them. They didn't do that. Whoever did whatever they did, oh, whole family seeing you. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen a lot of people go through that where everything is hushed. Don't tell nothing. Don't say nothing. And I wonder why all these people got mental illnesses,
Yeah, or
mental health
don't
issues,
right
unbalanced.
don't know how to cope through their mental
No,
issues.
not at all.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I joke a lot about Rockford becoming Gotham, but if you look at Gotham City, a lot of Gotham City's major criminals they all escaped from the insane asylum. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like it's all insane. If you look at downtown Rockford, you'll see a lot. You see a lot of mental illness.
Yes.
You'll see a lot of mental illness turn drug use. You will see a lot of drug use turn to make people become homeless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see a lot of things. Yes, like Barker said, when they close down singers. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, why did they do that?
They shut down singers.
You know, and then it don't help that a lot of people go through hell trying to tell their family members that they're trying to get therapy because it's looked up, it's looked down upon. Oh, you crazy, or you ain't crazy, you ain't that damn crazy, you just march on. No, that person needs help. That person needs therapy. That person needs counseling. I'm all for it.
A lot of people don't.
A lot of people are not.
A lot of Black people don't go to therapy; they go to church.
And what has the church done? Too much. And I'm not trying to dog anybody else. But what has it done?
You just went there. You just threw that bullet. She just threw that bullet, y'all. She just threw it. She said, "What has the church done? Where is the church? Where?"
I mean, let's be honest. My granny, before she passed, and you'll hear me talk about it a lot. We went to church. We was in the church a lot, and I have seen things. And I'm not saying this is all churches, but as far as mental health and other issues in the Black community, what exactly has the church done?
That's where I would leave that to a pastor to answer, or a church goer.
Spiritually, you can what's going on as far as everything else. That's what the church supposed to do. That's what a lot of people are asking. I've asked that.
Have you ever got any answers?
No. I'm not even trying to be funny.
Right.
I mean, it's true. It's the truth.
And that be the problem. And that be the problem.
Hold on. I can't remember the young man that was on there too, who was sitting next to me. I can't remember his name, but he was like, one of the problems is that we have too many churches.
Who was sitting next to you? Tony.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like, when he said that first, I'm like, oh Lord, somebody's finna go off on this thing. And then I got to thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, but where's the mental health classes? Where's the financial stable classes? Where's the classes where they can teach kids how to do credit and be self-sufficient? Where are they?
A lot of people say that the churches are guilty as well for going into a more of a prosperity type
business.
Yeah, more business minded, small business.
I've seen it. Yeah, a lot of churches. It's all about money.
Everything is about the bread. Everything. Yes. We are in a capitalistic society, and so when they shut down things like singers and things like that, that's about the money too. When you have one of the newest buildings that's in Rockford is a jail in the middle of downtown. That's human trafficking.
Next to a jail.
Money has to. Those bodies equal dollars.
Yes, they do.
Of state subsidies or
jail is the business, definitely.
So, and Kay, he talks about this a lot. I might have to get him on the show one day. We have areas where there is two let me see. We have areas where there is two churches on the same street, and the neighborhood they sit in is gotten worse. You damn right.
Boom.
You damn right. And we as the community should be holding those churches accountable.
Turn a blind eye.
Period.
Turn a blind and a deaf ear.
I do like. We have to show phases of unity. That's what I'm like, phases of unity, where maybe this church goes and visits another church one Sunday, or they combine services for a month. You know what I'm saying? Just to show that there can be some type of unity in Rockford amongst Black people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that there's not, because we do unify for like, hot dogs and music and bouncy houses for kids and face painting. Like we'll unify for that. You
for party?
Yeah.
I mean, let's call it what it is. It's party.
Yeah. Yeah,
that doesn't fix what's going on in the neighborhood. That doesn't fix, a child, that has a mother that's, strung out, that's not eating. That doesn't fix that. That's one day that you're having a party, or twice a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, that's a loaded thing with me. That is a loaded thing with me.
And I'm not saying the party doesn't have its place.
Of course it does, but I mean,
let's add to it, or let's promote. I like being the person that's in the media. Like, I respect the fact that we have to show good deeds. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't want to show good deeds because they don't find like they're being humble. You know what I'm saying? But at the exact same time, everybody's in a rush to broadcast and show evil. You know what I'm saying? So you're broadcasting and showing evil, but where everybody's being hush hush about the good. No, we got to show that too.
Yeah.
I see that Rhonda Greer posted on the other page. If somebody can grab that and bring it over here, I just want to see what she said, because I can't wait to have Miss Greer on a solo one-on-one.
Yeah. Lord.
I do have some, but that needed to have that.
It did. I thought, listen, like I said, when it comes down to that, it's where people have that strong opinion, that strong stance, like this is what I believe in, and then it clashes. It happens.
My man said, "Oh man, we got all types of comments coming in. I can't just get to them." Let's say that a party is easy work. Where are the men in the church that are willing to hit the streets and straighten Pee Wee ass out? A lot of men in the church have been ran out of the church. A lot of men.
The men of the church that actually told the truth has been ran out because they told the truth. To me, I've seen that happen. If they like, oh, this is not right. Oh, well, you ain't of God's work. You can go. I literally have seen that. And I'm like, wow. Okay.
Why are men leaving the church?
Ooh.
Why are men leaving the church? Now there are some strong men of God, but I'm talking about as a collective. Because you do notice that when you go to a church, you will see more women,
especially now.
With more women with children by multiple men in the church, and not one of the fathers are there. And then the sermon is also being taught that it's not them, you know what I'm saying? It's they need to get away from that man and get closer to God. Like that be the message. You know what I'm saying? It's not about, I don't know. I'm not gonna talk about that right now. But I do but I do think that religion is one of the mighty challenges in black unity.
Oh, definitely.
I do believe that.
That's a harsh challenge.
For real. Dang, I'm trying to get to this. I got all these computers that be running slow. Guys, we are looking for donations of anything to help us bring a better broadcast to you.
Well,
dollar sign.
We have something. I'm with that.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
I just know I forget.
Oh, no, I got you. I'm, t-
When
I'm
we all
about.
meet up again,
I'm trying to see
hey,
what these
remember,
other
y'all talking
comments
about
are.
catering, bringing food, bringing all that stuff.
Yeah, so yeah, tell me a little bit more about you said catered memories. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if I was to acquire your services, is there like a questionnaire or anything?
So, questionnaire, like, are you saying, am I asking you questions? Because this does depend on what you want.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I mean, people have different tastes in things. I started it because of, first off, I love picnics and doing things outside. And secondly, because COVID is still here, it's still real, and people are scared to go to our restaurants. They're scared to, you know what I'm saying, go anywhere because of what's going on. And so I thought a safe environment would be kind of like outside, where it's like either you want to be secluded or whatever the case may be. So that's how I came up with it. So
I have
picnic
seen some of your
baskets, I
setups.
do the setups and everything.
Yeah, I have seen some of your setups. They're very unique.
Thank
Uh,
you. I try.
for very different, but like classy at the exact same
Oh
time.
yeah,
So
definitely.
I did like that. I
So
don't
that's
know.
what
I
I'm,
think
I'm gonna definitely carry us some food. The next time we do it, I'm gonna do the drinks and stuff like that. Like, I
oh
think
yeah,
people will like it. It will be a relax, and people can chow down and still have their opinion.
yeah. I think we definitely gonna do that. Do a break bread because I think that this panel does need that. They need to
Yeah.
be able to come together and break bread because it was very heated. It was very very
Oh
heated.
yeah, it
Some
was.
some people said I should have jumped in a little bit more to control, but I wanted people to
But you need
see.
to hear that though.
I wanted the real issues to come out, and I wanted not only the real issues, but the real personality of people to come out.
Yeah, everything
You know,
can't be cute.
you can't like what did Melissa say earlier? You can't put sugar on shit and tell me that it's like not shit.
Yeah, exactly. Everything can't be cute. This is reality here. This is real, life. Like, if we sit all on the panel acting like we all agree on something, that's not how that works. We
At
all
all.
different people.
At all. Dang, where is this at? So is this on mine? Yeah, we might be changing streaming services because this is going crazy. There's all types of comments on this other page, and I'm just trying to get to it here.
You can't see them.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to them slowly but surely, just to see what was going on. Because I got my man's Floyd Gregg said something over there. I see Ronnie Greer said something, and it says 4 other people said something as well.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, you do. You want passionate individuals, and sometimes
Yes.
one of my favorite stories in the Bible. I don't know if I'm paraphrasing it or how I go, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So one of my favorite stories in the Bible, I can't remember who God was talking to, but he was telling somebody that, hey, you're about to go to war, you know what I'm saying? But I have to show that I'm God, you know what I'm saying? So take the men down to the river, and the ones that kneel down and drink from it like a horse, get rid of them.
But the ones who cup their hands, keep them.
Keep them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the ones that kept the hand, was in less numbers than the ones that drink like a horse.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So I'm a firm believer that you don't need everybody. You need the right individuals to make the right thing happen.
Look, Spartans.
Like, we are Sparta. Like, we are Sparta, man.
For real. That's my movie. So I just had to put that out there. It was only a few of them.
That's funny. I'm over here trying to figure out what's being said. It's all over here. My man said, boom, boom, there it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's real talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, let me say this. Let me bring this up. How do we gain the respect of a people who no longer respects themselves? Because that's kind of been the theme that's been going on here in Rockford, where people are speaking out about the disrespect that children have towards adults.
Ooh, child.
So how do we fix the community? The village. How we fix the village?
I mean, my mom Man, my mom literally was one of them parents. We'll go down the street, right? We riding down the street, and let's say a child's in the middle when they got their coat off. She would literally roll out, put the goddamn coat back on. Put your coat on. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Mom, you know them? Nah, I don't know them. I'm like, oh my good God. But now I see myself doing it. It's not to disrespect or anything like that, but I feel like all children should be protected. That it's not my business mentality. You know, that's ignorant. Until it happens to your child, it should be everybody's business, right? You know what I'm saying?
The village can't say nothing to the village no more. That's the
problem.
It's a don't say nothing to my child. And I'm talking to the black woman when I say that. You know what I'm saying? The black woman doesn't want anybody to say nothing to that. That's my child. You know what I'm saying? Because she's been so beat down that she ain't got nothing. So this kid is all she got. You know what I'm saying? So they running amok. They run it like the kids are running amok. You know what I'm saying? Fathers aren't in the home and the mothers don't want to be there neither, damn it. You know what I'm saying? Like children these kids is bad as hell. You know what I'm saying? And they disrespectful as fuck.
Shit. Yeah, they are.
You know what I'm saying? Like they they bad, they disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I'll say something too, because I ain't gonna get punked by no kid. You know what I'm saying? No. I'm gonna say something to him, but I'm not trying to fight that kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to talk to the kid and correct the actions of the kid.
That's a loaded one.
I'm gonna put this up there. That's one of the most real.
That's another one. This is a good topic, though. No lie, because you're saying black women. You're saying black women. A lot of black women that, as far as what you see, has the mentality don't touch my child.
Yeah.
Okay, so I agree somewhat, but you have black women who have grown up and that shit went left for them. So as they got older, they like, oh, I'm never gonna let this happen to my child. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it became a mistrust. It's a mistrust on a lot of things. Now, me personally, if you see my child out there, you know, I have people I know that know my children. You know, especially my oldest. You see my face, you see her face. Literally, we look just alike, right? And I've had people like drive her bus, like, "Hey, yo, you know, Asia's your daughter, right?" Yeah. Oh, I had to tell her little butt to sit down because she was clowning on the bus. Oh, I know your mama. As soon as they said that, she instantly, yeah, because they know I don't play. And then yes, I want you to. You know what I'm saying? Yes. No, you lost your mind. I know your mother. She don't do that. She'll play with you like that. You know what I'm saying? So that I don't typically mind. But it depends on what that black woman has been through too when she was growing up.
That's true. I'm not a black woman, so I don't know.
Exactly. Woo! It'd be a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a lot of shit. So if they have mistrust, their trust was broken down or messed up when they were younger, and they seen some shit that went left or been through it, they're saying, okay, my children, I'm not going to do that. Don't touch my child. You can't talk to my child. You can't look at my child. You can't read. My child is my damn business because of what they went through. Depends on how that went.
Yeah, that's man. Look, that's real. Like my man Camo said that most black boys have never been disciplined by a black man.
Woo! Now, okay. Here we go. Yeah. I agree.
He said that it's a must that your young black boys be coached or under the tutelage of a positive black man. I agree with that.
Now that I definitely agree with. My mom was telling me how her father passed away. She was before she was a teen, he was killed actually by a white cop. Go figure, right? And yeah. He was killed by a white cop. And his brother stepped up so just that they were like that. They felt like my mom and her brothers those were their kids. So you know, they stepped up as if they are the father. I definitely feel what he is saying on that. There's a lot of men that's not stuff, even if that's not your child. You know, you are to protect and not discipline, like hidden. Discipline don't always mean hidden. Discipline don't mean always hitting your child or a child getting hit.
I'm clapping because that's real.
That's real. I could definitely talk to my nieces and nephews, and if you don't sit your punk, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'll beat you. You know what I'm saying? Just my words, or no, this is not what you do. You're doing it wrong, or you know what I'm saying? Just by me telling them something can affect them. I mean, you don't always have people don't always have to touch a child to discipline them, and a lot of these damn kids do need discipline. They have lost their everlasting mind.
They have because they're not being raised. They're just growing. They're not being raised. They're just growing up.
I feel like now he was saying that boys are not being taught by men. I feel like a lot of things with the community too. Now people might disagree when I say this, but a lot of women coddle their boys and raise their daughters.
Yeah, that's part of
because the man is not there. You know what I'm saying? So this subject, see, we're gonna have to talk about that in person, see how that really go.
Yeah, because that's real. That's real because that, you know, if we believe that the Willie Lynch letters are true, then that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? I say this a lot. I say a lot of women, a lot of single mothers raise sons that they wouldn't even want to date.
You said it.
That's because they sons be their man.
Oh, see, there we go. Boom. Now don't lie. I have seen that. I have seen it where a woman will have a son that's older. He's getting married. Baby, they be pissed off like they losing their man. And it's like, that is so freaking weird. What is wrong with you, lady? Let that man marry that woman. Like, see?
It's like you said earlier, like that mother, she probably has some trauma.
Yes.
You know, she didn't deal with abandonment issues and things of that nature from her father, even the father of her child abandoning her. And now this son, this child, you know what I'm saying? This is hers.
Gotta bear that. He gotta bear that cross. I'm telling the truth, though. I'm telling the truth.
Most definitely. My man Camo said discipline only comes with relationship and mutual respect. That's so true.
Yeah, I definitely
can only stand on love. Yep. Because if it's not discipline, it's definitely correction or rearing, if you will.
I agree with that. I definitely agree. Like I said, discipline don't always have to be hidden. I even had to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I even had to understand that, you know, like discipline don't always, you could take things away. Oh, you like to go skating, huh? You know what I'm saying? Not this weekend. You in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to all. And so people seeing my children do something, yes, say something to them. And then call me because they're not going to combat with me. And they know not to combat with no dog.
She said they call me. Yeah,
because I already told them once an adult get in, and if you feel they are wrong, then come to me. Then I go to that adult. See, that's how I was raised. I couldn't combat no adult. I couldn't. No, I ain't do none. I ain't do shit. Whatever. I couldn't do that because when I see my mom, it was not gonna be a pretty sight. So I didn't want to see them problems. So. That's how I was. My mom and Granny didn't play that. That talking back. Nope. Let the adults say what they're gonna say, then you go and talk to your mom. And I definitely did. If I felt like an adult was out of line, then my mom gonna handle that because that's the adult.
And then let them handle it. Man,
that's how I was raised. Though. Everybody's raised differently, and I get that. Everybody's mentality is different. I also get that. So.
I can't wait to get y'all all back in the room again. I think next week, Ivy's coming on next week.
Oh, I'll definitely tune in because everybody was arguing. Well, not everybody, but what she was saying too. Like I agree with what she was saying too. No lie, hearing her. Hell, I agree with Leslie. You know, I agree with a lot of things that people say. Everybody on the panel has something that I like that they said. You know what I'm saying? Not everything I had to agree with.
I don't agree with everything. I just try to highlight what it is that I do agree with.
Right. See, that's what I'm talking about.
And what it is I'm able to work with. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
I don't want to too much energy on what I don't agree with.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. It's not the issue.
But I learned a lot from that panel. It caused more questions than answers for me.
Who did it though?
Yeah. which is
because I had questions. I was like, well, I just want to ask some questions at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because you can learn from anybody. Whether you agree with them or not, you can learn where they're coming from and why they feel the way they feel.
Well, if anybody wants to book you, how do they do that?
They can go on my page. It's a page, Tater Memories. You can message me. You can message my sister Top, Will. It's her link on there too. So, and then if you follow me already, you can definitely message me on my regular page, Tantasia.
Boom. Hey, I appreciate you coming on the show. Thank you.
I have fun.
Yo, it's always a good time. It's always a good time.
For real.
Guys, I am HyphenX. Sidebar conversation is coming back, guys, here in the near future. So guys, email us at the great conversation. Let's talk at gmail.com and let us know some anonymous things of what's going on in your life. We will keep your name confidential, and we just want to share what's going on. I do got a couple that have come through. We got some juicy ones for y'all. It's gonna be dope. And then, guys, we're also looking for more guests as well. After we do this series, we'll be having more guests. We want more guests, more topics. What do you guys want to hear talked about on the Great Conversation podcast? All right. So I am HyphenX. All right. And always remember, you don't always have to agree to have a great conversation.
Amen.
Peace.